Welcome back, everyone. It's a Tier 8 game on, not Sacred Valley, Hidden Valley. I'm in my Tier 7 American Heavy Tank, that T29. I'm actually platooning with two of my buddies.
Let's go.
Mike is also in his T29, and then Lionheart Sr. is in his VK 3002D. We've decided to try push the north side. Doesn't matter that we are low tier. We've realized the other team is very light on high tier heavy tanks. As a result, with our T29s, we should be able to just push right on through as long as we don't do anything too foolish. So a little bit of rolling here because, you know, we're not exactly super fast. ELC spotted. T37 pounces on him. So having a nice little light tank fight down there. But we're just rolling forward, and suddenly a wild A44 up here. This is a very nice Tier 7 medium tank. We all move to converge on him because, well, if he's really nice, he needs to die. Of course, the enemy team is showing up in some strength in the south, T34 at T29. So that just means there's even more tanks up here that we won't have to worry about. Mike and I put a nice little double shot into this guy. Seeing he's trapped, I pop back out. Aim to try and hold him in place a little longer. And Mike easily finishes him off. At this point, Lionheart's saying, hey, I got a Yag Tiger problem up here. Oh, Yag Tiger, huh? Yag Tiger 80s are nasty, and actually one of the few tanks I dislike facing with my T20 because it's accurate enough that he can just shoot my weak point over and on top of the turret over and over and over. And there's not much I can do to hide it. Mike is moving to try and flank him. We suddenly runs into an AMX 5100 and a Shiri, two autoloaders, and starts to shoot on. I reload with our APCR because I am not proud. Gold tank gets gold ammo. Particularly a heavily armored one like this guy. Alright, get a good hit in. Fall back, wait to reload. Unfortunately, Mike just gets swamped out by the autoloaders. Not much I can do to help, unfortunately. Put another good shot into the Yag Tiger 88. The load decides to go for it. I'm quite okay with having someone distract the big dangerous tank destroyer. He finally gets a good shot in. Artillery's trying to help save the Yag Tiger as he gets pushed hard. When he bounces off the turret, I know I've probably got him. Don't quite get him with that. Don't get a little bit of below average damage roll, when no matter, he's still okay. Switch back to the regular ammo as I start to roll forward, then hear Lionheart behind me going, maybe someone could do something over here. I'm like, alright, sure, I'll start pushing over this way. So I move and start pushing over this way. I'm going after that 5100, although he's an autoloader and therefore very, very dangerous. It's actually a tank that needs to be taken out. He's in a position where he could be trapped, and that makes him really vulnerable. For some reason, Lionheart decides to go north. I think he's trying to flank him to the north. As I push up from this direction. T29, good flanking tank. I'm trying to tell Lionheart, you know, just stay safe until I get their attention. Unfortunately, he's going to get a little too eager here. And AMX 5100 and Shiri easily take him out. Alright, well, there's just a Lurva down there and me. We've got two autoloaders up here we got to deal with. And AMX 5100 is definitely the more important target. Right now they're pressing the other on that low, I think, because they haven't realized that I'm back here yet. So I'm betting on that to make this first shot count. I miss his track, unfortunately, but dropping him to just over a one shot's worth of health is worth it. And he doesn't have much gun depression. Oh, now he's a one shot. That's when suddenly Mike says, "You're left." And I go, "What?" "Oh, hi." Shiri pulls me off the AMX, which is good for the AMX. But he fails to do any damage. I get a good shot into him. And when the AMX comes out to try and deal with me, the low ends up taking him in the side. Alright, now I see the FE304 and I go, ooh, gotta get that FE304 off the Lurva's back. The Lurva's got it under control. Come out, take one mortal damaging hit from the Shiri, put a big hit into him, then realize, oh, he's reloading. Let's just get this all nice and lined up. But the Lurva, once again, is turned around in time to make sure the enemy is taken out. Sweet, I've got a Tier 8 heavy tank following me as I come rolling this way in my T29. More than happy to act as his point man here since he's got almost no health left. And go looking for the IS and T32 that I know are down this way. Plus all that artillery. There's also an AMX 12-ton out there. He's actually chasing our FV304 right now, the poor FV can't outrun him. So yeah, IS tank straight ahead. He's going to try and make him be our next victim. Hopefully someone else can deal with that AMX 12-ton. I want to be careful here because I don't want to expose myself too much. Oh, there he is. Very lucky. He does a panic shot, ends up shooting the ground in front of me. Comes back out for another shot. Take a big hit from the artillery, but untrack immediately so that the other arty can't finish me off and start rolling again. My intent is to get into cover amongst these buildings, use them as arty cover while I try and deal with this T-32. Larva gets a good hit into him. Bounce on the front of the T-32. I must have hit him on the turret. That's when the M12 pops up on my flank. I take a look at the M12. I'm just going to try shooting through the buildings here to get him, but nope, doesn't even penetrate all the way through. Fortunately, in that time, the Larva is taken out by the T-32, so I said, you know, there's a bunch of buildings there. Let's just, rely on them to absorb artillery fire for us while I deal with the T-32. Fortunately, IS tank is coming up. T-32 gets another, kills some more buildings. Through some miracle, I actually managed to pull that shot around the rock to do damage. IS moves up and gives him another hit, and I say to myself, excellent, this is our chance. And I come rolling in to try and finish him off. I just heard him shoot. Oh, there, someone was trying to arty me. But I get the T-32. Now for the M12. I see him over there, so I make sure this building's between me and him. I wish I had time. I'm thinking, I wish I had time to reload the high explosive. I'm just going to have to go with armor piercing. When he's out of sight, make the rush, hoping to catch him off guard. The artillery doesn't do, I don't do quite enough damage to kill him with the first shot. Luckily, he catches fire, and that takes him out. M44 took a shot at me there, but it fell short. Looked like there was probably another panic shot. So I now know he's somewhere over here. And there he is. Is he reloading with HE? Stop, take aim, take out. This is what happens when you kill my platoon mates. It makes me mad. If I'm in my T29, mad is bad for your team. Team dies. I hope you all enjoyed watching that replay. That was one of the best high damage games I've ever actually had in the T29. And we are going to check out just how well I did in the post-game stats. So here we are at the post-game stats. As you can see, that was a pretty big win with 4,245 damage dealt, which is pretty astonishing. I mean, I have had a couple games that were higher damage, but not many to do that when I'm not top tier. Well, okay, I'm doing the T29, which means I sort of act like I'm a little higher tier than I really am. But still, one heck of an awesome match. Yes, I did lose gold ammo. I felt it was justified. I'll shoot the front of a Yag Tiger if it was the Pack 88 premium version. They're so tricky to damage. But the rest of the stuff all done with either armor piercing or a high explosive. So I feel very, very proud of that particular match. So moving on from the first screen here, where you can see I got high caliber to go with everything else. Duh. I also had a whole list of the new medals, but they don't show up on the screen because I accidentally hit the wrong button while going for screenshots in the game. Whoops. Small details. So I had to upload it to a replay site to get this one. So here we are on the next page. And you can see, there I am. Top of the list, 4,200 damage, 1,541 base experience. Yes, I almost never see this level of experience. Actually, I think very few players ever see this level of experience in any regularity. But yeah, I did like roughly 30% of my entire team's total damage. Gosh, I love. There are times like this when it's like I hate when teams are so bad that you find yourself having to carry a lot of the load, but they make games like this, which are like the epic ones. They're like, wow, really? I did that much damage? Cool. I want to do a little shout out. A couple of players, RS, who clearly played a solid game. He had the second highest damage on the team, and his coming in to assault the T-32s would expose it so I could take it out. And this Larva, although not a lot, didn't do as much damage, he did get 4 kills. He was doing a lot of excellent cleanup work, and it was very nice to have him at my back, helping finish off tank after tank after tank. As we rolled in on the enemy team. Oh, I also feel like I should point out that Shiri, the guy who gave me some trouble, who's giving my team so much trouble, because he is the one who killed both of my platoon mates. Actually, 1,300 damage, very, very respectable in that medium. And even was trying to give me some trouble. Fortunately, he was. I think he was starting to maybe panic a little bit there when he finally came up against me because, well, he probably just watched me take out a whole bunch of tier 8 tanks. I can't exactly say I blame him. Anyways, on to the last screen where you'll see my stats. 17 shots fired, 16 hits, 15 pens, just the one that bounced off the front of the T-32's turret, I think. 4,245 damage, as already mentioned. Pretty crazy. Took 5 hits, of which 3 penetrated. I think most of them, unfortunately, were small caliber rounds. 2 bounced off of my turret, and 1 was a splash hit from the M44 for a total of potential damage of 630. Only 569 actually got through. So my tank was actually still in pretty good shape there. Only detected 1 opponent. You know, these things happen, but 4 damage, 4 destroyed in total. Managed to get 181 detracking damage. Okay, not very impressive. Traveled almost 2 kilometers. Still, pulled in 65,000 base credits. And even after repairs of 3,000, and even with firing some premium rounds, getting spending 12,000 on credits. Actually, I think I have a store of premium rounds for this, so add like 32,000 of that. I still would have pulled a profit and end up getting, thanks to the fact that was my daily double, 4,622 experience and 230 base experience. Gotta love it. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed watching that replay. Good game and good night.